Good morning, coffee lovers. My name is Russell Voltz from Lake City Coffee, and today we are going to do a review on the Burnout mug. Now, why Burnout? Primarily, one, it's a damn good coffee mug, but two, it's made 100% in the USA. Now, you may not know this, but the coffee industry is extremely liberal, and in which case they don't want to do business with conservatives, they don't like conservatives, etc. And that's fine and dandy if they want to run their business that way. Me, I don't care if you're a flaming liberal, hardcore conservative. As long as you're drinking my coffee, I'm good. But I wanted to find coffee equipment that was all made in the USA. And finding a mug, so far, this has been it. Unless you want a ceramic mug, there's a million of those. But I want my coffee to be hot, and I want it to be hot for a long time. This does the trick. Now, in the past, Yeti, piece of crap made in China. It'll keep things relatively warm for an hour or so. I know there's a lot of you Yeti fans out there. Great, as long as they want to support liberal causes. I'm not interested, thank you. So Yeti, out, lousy. Here's another one. There's a bunch of them. You can find them always at Costco. This has been my all-time favorite for years. This is a thermos travel mug, double-walled, vacuum insulated, like all of these are. But in a year, they fall apart. You can see they're all falling apart at the bottom. It's cheap Chinese-made crap. The lids, see this lid here? How it's on a spring and whatnot? You drop this sucker once with the lid that's not fully and entirely closed, it'll break and fall off. So I usually buy these, and then I'll buy 2 or 3 of these because I know I'm going to break them over time. All in all, a mug like this will last maybe at most 18 months. So I've been through half a dozen of these over the years. And believe me, this keeps things really, really hot, and that's part of the problem. Too hot. That's where the Burnout comes in. Made in Missouri, and all 100%, all the steel and everything. And I mean, this thing is packaged like I've never seen packaging before. This is something. But who cares about the packaging, right? It all comes down to the mug. This is the Burnout. And what makes this unique, it's a triple-walled. Not like these that are a double-walled vacuum sealed. This is a triple-walled. The outer cavity, if you will, is a vacuum just like anyone else so that it's insulated. But the inner cavity is filled with a bio wax. And what that does is when you put your coffee into the mug, often it's too hot. So most people, use boiling water. They make their coffee and they stick it in there. It's too hot to drink. You got to let it sit for a while with the lid off. Not with this baby. This puppy, what you end up doing is you put your coffee in there, and that bio wax will absorb the heat out of the coffee. I wouldn't say instantly, but pretty darn close. Within a minute or two, it'll pull that coffee from 200 degrees to 140. Now, if you talk to any coffee professional, they'll tell you that coffee is best drank at about 140 degrees. A lot of you I know, me included, loved my coffee at 200. Burn your lips hot. That's what I wanted. Because it took me hours to finish a cup of coffee. What I found out is you can't taste the coffee at 200 degrees, but you can at 140, and it tastes very, very good. So when this biowax absorbs the heat, it brings it down really quick from 200 to 140 degrees, and at 140 degrees, it'll stay hot at 140 for about 2 hours. Okay, some more, some less. So the advertising goes. My experience, and I've measured it, it's about 2 hours. You can't drink a cup of coffee, 12 ounces. Now these come in 12 and 16 ounce. They come in black and red. They come in red and black. They come in all black, all red, etc. 12 ounce and 16 ounce. 12 ounce works for me fantastic. Got a great lid on it, little flippers so you can close and open the spout there. So again, made in the USA. These things are expensive, right? 79 bucks. Now, if you think about it, I'm paying $30 to $40, can't remember, on these, but I'm going through them every 12 to 18 months. This baby has got a lifetime warranty. On the bottom is a serial number. As soon as you get it, you jump online, you go to Burnout.com's website, Burnoutmugs website.com website, and you plug in your serial number, your name, your address. You now have a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. That means my wife is going to bury me with this sucker in the grave, and I'm going to be happy. I'll have a smile on my face. I love this mug. It's a little heavier than most mugs, but geez, you got a mug in your hand. This is not some cheap, flimsy little piece of crap like this Yeti stuff. Nonetheless, fantastic. Let me make sure I hit everything. Wow. Burnout. I hit it all. So, great mug. I highly recommend them. I'm going to put this video on our website, as you'll be seeing, and have good coffee, good hot coffee for a couple of hours with an American made, all in the USA. This is not American manufactured, which means the parts come from other countries. This is all made in the USA. Quick bonus tip for you, I forgot to tell you about. If you want this hotter than 140 degrees, easy. All you gotta do is preheat it. I typically turn on this hot water in the sink, let it go for a few minutes, and then fill this up. So while I'm making my coffee, this is sitting there, and the hot water from the faucet is basically heating that bio wax inside. So when I do that, I'm going to be able to get about 150 to 155 degrees instead of that 140 I talked about. So if you like yours a little bit warmer, all you got to do is preheat it. Now, if you really get crazy and you want to have like 160 degrees, just pour some boiling water in it, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then when as you're making your coffee, dump that out, put the coffee in there, and that'll keep this bugger, a couple of hours at 150, 155, 160, just depending on how long you're talking about. So that's your bonus tip for the Burnout. I, again, love this thing. Made in the USA by Americans, not slave labor in China, like all that other Chinese junk that you're going to find out there. So go find burnoutmugs.com. See you then.